Floodwaters are rising, thousands are fleeing, and Kyiv and Moscow are blaming each other for the collapse of a massive, critical dam on the Dnipro River in the Russian-occupied Kherson region in southern Ukraine. A state of emergency declared in the area where crops, drinking water, and more are now at risk.
We have all seen the tragic images coming out today of the monumental humanitarian, economic, and ecological catastrophe in the Kherson region of Ukraine.
The United Nations does not have any independent information on how the Ukrainian dam burst, the UN Secretary General saying Tuesday. Satellite images before and after the breach shows the scale of destruction. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is accusing Russian forces of blowing up the dam from inside the facility. Kyiv claims Moscow is trying to block Ukrainian troops from crossing the Dnipro River to attack Russian occupying forces.
Harm to the environment is of particular concern. Entire ecosystems are facing long-term and irreversible harm because of the floods.
Ukraine's foreign minister calling the collapse a Russian terrorist act that turned a man-made flood into a weapon, while the Kremlin, on the other hand, says Ukraine sabotaged the dam because its counteroffensive is faltering. Russia's defense minister accusing Kyiv of blowing up the site as part of a plan to redeploy Ukrainian troops.
As you might expect, we've been closely monitoring the impacts of that destruction.
The White House saying Tuesday there are casualties, including likely many deaths. The U.S. is still working to determine what caused the dam to burst.
We cannot say conclusively what happened at this point.
You can always say, follow the money.
This defense expert says the flooding could prevent Ukraine from deploying heavy weaponry like tanks in the area for up to a month.
The money is on the side of the Russians right now, because blowing up the dam of Kakhovka creates a very good defending position for Russians who expect offensive activity of Ukrainian army.
The dam supplies water to cool the Russian-held Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The UN's nuclear watchdog says their current assessment is that there's no immediate risk to the safety of that site. Melissa Duggan, City News.